What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose, the podcast about red pill content, showing the people that's not too familiar with red pill content. Now, if you enjoy content like this, make sure you hit the links in the description below. Join the Patreon army. Check me out. Today we have a special guest. Introduce yourself, madam.
Hey guys, I'm Melanie Miranda.
All right. Now, you've seen a couple videos so far. How do you feel about red pill in general?
I love it. Okay. This is my new favorite thing.
All right, let's see if that continues to be true. All right, today we're going to do a video, the most attractive thing a man can have. Now, I already know you probably have some thoughts. What are your thoughts? What is the most attractive thing a man can have to you?
The most attractive thing
a man can have, yes.
For me personally.
Yes, for you personally.
I have to say his faith.
His face?
His faith.
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 In what?
His faith in God. His faith.
Okay.
Personally, I think he has to believe. Yeah.
Okay. Believe in God? This is like a spiritual thing, or believe in himself? Like what?
Spiritual thing.
Okay, got you. I got you. So they have to believe in, God, or does it have to be your God, or does it have to be?
That's just the most attractive thing for me when I first personally am first introduced to somebody, I would say.
Okay, got you. All right, that's the first time I've ever heard that, actually. Yeah. All right, so let's jump into this video with AMS and let's see.
Okay.
What's up, fellas? So I had a patient supporter that wanted to know, hey man, why is pre-selection so important? Why is that so attractive to women? All right, and so let me say that this is a good question. Let me say it like this, guys. Pre-selection is so important because what it does is it allows the woman to not have to go through the screening process. All right, when women see other women vying for your attention and shit like that, what it signals to a woman is you've already been pre-screened. All right, and so therefore you're already certified as an alpha male. All right, as somebody that's got social awareness, social cues, all this shit. And guys, it doesn't just go for females. It goes for men also. It goes for every fucking body. All right, how many times you done rode past the club and you didn't want to go in because nobody was there? What the hell was that all about? All right, let's say you was with 3 of your homeboys, all right, and all of y'all are in happy relationships. Why wouldn't you just go in a relationship? So what is the reason why is because what is signaled to you is that even if you're somebody that likes to, don't care about a big crowd or whatever, what it signals to you, the average person, is that other people don't like it, so it must not be worth trying. And that's the same way it goes when you're a woman and you see a dude that other women don't want. All right, you feel like, well, it must not, if other women are not vying for him, it must be for a good reason. All right, nobody wants to go to an empty fucking restaurant. The same thing goes along on YouTube, guys.
Okay, before it even goes deeper into it, what are your thoughts on that so
I'm
far?
so confused.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Pre-selection, do you know what that is?
I feel like I do. What is your take on it?
Well, pre-selection is basically saying if a lot of women want this particular dude, then obviously this particular dude is high value, is, got his stuff together, is whatever.
So you're saying they would select based on that?
I'm saying the more women want someone, the more women want someone.
Okay.
So for instance, if nobody wants that person, then maybe no one will want that person. So for instance, in your personal life, have you seen a scenario that maybe like your girls are like, oh my God, he's so blah 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 blah, and it makes you like, you know what, I kind of look at him different now. No?
He has to be somewhat my type for me to say that. Okay. And like completely just change my mind, if I wasn't really feeling the person at first.
Okay. So hold on, you do have a type.
Yeah. I think, I mean, Okay. But my type is not based on looks. It's just based on the kind of person they are.
Okay.
So I mean, something has to be good for me to just completely change my mind if I wasn't attracted from the beginning.
From initially.
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't had a situation happen where you wasn't attracted initially, but your girlfriends maybe boosted him up, or you seen maybe he's around like a lot of beautiful women or a lot of other high value stuff, and you're like, you know what, he's kind of okay.
No, I see what you're saying, but it hasn't happened to me that I usually at least have some instinct in the beginning.
Okay.
It's not like I just completely changed my mind because my friend hyped the person up, you know?
Okay.
You guys, go around, you search YouTube and shit like this, and you find guys who get views or get a lot of comments and shit like that. Nobody wants to be on a fucking dead ass channel getting 100 views of video and shit like this. Even if the motherfucker is kicking some good knowledge and shit like this, you instantly think, well, if it was so good, wouldn't his channel be big? He been on here 3 years and he getting 300 views of video. All right, so you instantly think, well, his advice must not be that good. Which is, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of truth to that. It is a lot of truth to that. When you just starting something, maybe you just starting, it is what it is, you're gonna get low views. But if you've been on YouTube for 5 years, all right, you're supposed to be getting some views if what you talking about is worth anything. That's just the way it goes, guys. Because what happens is,
I see you over there laughing. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's pretty harsh.
Yeah, dose of reality.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say that what they're saying has no
merit. Yeah,
merit,
But
I think after 5 years and there's, I don't want to say it.
No, say it. Say it
I
for the people.
believe in dreams until the end.
Oh, so you're one of those. Okay, let's hold on. Let's
I don't want to say after 5 years because it might be 5 years and 1 day, and you know what
And if you would have stuck to it, they would have took off. That's a dangerous mindset.
I know.
Yeah. So you're one of those that literally will try until the end, till the fucking wheels fall off.
Yeah. If the passion is there, I can't. I don't know. I'm not the type of person that can knock someone's
dreams.
Okay.
So you don't think that what you are doing is not valuable based off of progression? Because that's what he's saying. Based on if something is not progressing or basically not moving up, then obviously it's not valued.
Yeah, I don't believe that to be true. I think you have to stick with it.
Okay.
And just I think eventually, if that's something that you're passionate about, it will come into fruition or whatever you want to call it.
All right, let's see this video.
People talk. All right, people talk. And so what ends up happening is people say, hey, man, I listened to this alpha male strategies guy, and it got me laid. I lost my virginity. And then they go to talking, and everybody goes to talking. So this is why when it's almost like other guys have pre-screened me. What do y'all guys do when y'all go buy something on Amazon or something? You check the reviews because it saves you the hassle of buying some bullshit. Why the hell y'all think celebrities endorse these other companies? These companies pay celebrities to endorse their product because you're trusting the celebrity. You're saying you don't think that the celebrity will endorse a bullshit product because they putting their name and their brand behind it. LeBron James ain't finna go endorse some bullshit that he don't believe in. Why? Because that's putting his name in it. So if I trust LeBron, all right, he has pre-screened it. All right, all that's part of pre-selection, guys. All that's part of social status and shit like that. Using LeBron's social status as influence to sell a product. All right, guys, all that shit. So it's not just women. It's everybody. We all do pre-selection. We all go to where it's popular. I would have never got into watching Game of Thrones and The Sopranos. I didn't get on neither one of those shows till like they was on season 4, season 5. I think I got on Game of Thrones around season 5 or 4. And I got on The Sopranos, I think it was like on season 5, something like that. And the only reason I even gave them an opportunity to watch is because I heard how popular they were. And so with me thinking, well, if they this popular, and quite frankly, guys, the first couple of seasons, well, the first season on The Sopranos and the first season of Game of Thrones, most of the season, I'm like, why is this shit so popular? To me, it was beyond boring, but I stuck with it because I felt like, well, if it's so popular, it must be for a reason. So I stuck with it, and I'm glad I did because it's a good ass show. But the point being is I only stuck with it because it was pre-selected. It already had the social status. And so therefore, I just said it must be good if this many people in the world like it. So I stuck with it. That's pre-selection, guys. All right. So it's just not with women.
Okay, so do you get a grasp now what pre-selection is?
Yeah.
Before we continue this video. Huh?
I do, but I don't think it's always true.
Okay, what do you mean? Break it down.
There's been things that have been super popular that I don't necessarily jump on the bandwagon.
Okay. But in return, in terms of relationships and men, do you think that is true?
I don't think it's true either.
Really?
Okay. Just because everybody is saying something is good, you have to see it for yourself, and that's in a relationship too. You have to.
I think that's my point though. So if everyone is saying that this guy is awesome, I want his attention, I want his time, whatever, blah blah blah, and you see that, and you have a chance to get his attention, would that entice you more to stay with him? Is what I'm saying, or you try to get his attention. Is basically what I'm asking.
I don't think that it's enough. Basically.
Okay.
I don't think it's enough.
Okay. So you don't think pre-selection is enough?
Yeah.
For you? Okay.
All right. That's just yeah.
We all like what's popular and shit like this. All these record companies and shit like this, they love vying for the #1 spot on the Billboard. They do that for a reason, because they know that if you see that it's a #1 album, you instantly think, well, it must be good. If it's #1 in the world, oh, it must be a good album. All right, guys, everybody does that, guys. That's why Amazon puts bestseller up there. That's why they do all this shit, because they know the more popular you are, the more popular you get. That's the way it goes, guys. The more money you have, like, listen, if you're popular, and other people see that, they gonna like you. How many times have you wanted to be friends or cool with somebody just because you saw that they was popular? Not because you wanted to fit in or something like this. You just assume that he must be a cool dude. When you trying to get to know somebody and they're a complete stranger, you don't know.
Okay, I thought of a question, and I want you to be as honest as possible. All right. So you have never maybe liked a celebrity, but if you was to physically or logically put them in a different scenario, let's say, I don't know, Leonardo whatever his name is, one of those people.
Leonardo?
Leonardo or something. But you was to put him in McDonald's, would you? No one knew him, and he was just a regular person. Would you still have the same attraction for him?
I mean, the only thing I could say would be based off of looks.
Okay.
Like from right now perspective. So, and for me, that's not everything.
Well, it wouldn't be based off looks. It'd be based off of, how many people want him, his status, his followers, all that stuff. A lot of people, oh my God, blah, 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 that type of thing. Well,
okay.
His looks are still going to be the same.
But that's what I'm saying. It was like outward presence.
Okay, got you. Okay, so that's what you say when you say looks.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay.
And so if he's at McDonald's or if he's on the red carpet, I still have to have some type of conversation to know whether it's going to go anywhere.
Oh, so okay. So for you, it doesn't matter that much, pre-selection. All right.
Not for me.
Know about him. Might be a weirdo, might be a fucking psychopath killer or something. You don't know. But when you see another guy that's popular, you instantly feel it must be for a reason. He must be a cool dude. All right, if that many people like him, all right, this is why it's easier to meet a girl if in a social setting. Say like y'all, you meet her through a friend of a friend. I'm not saying he hooked you up and nothing like that. But what has happened is your friends have gave you social proof. It's much easier that way than being a complete stranger. She ain't gonna test you as hard and all that other bullshit either. All right, because she gonna feel more comfortable with you because your friends have gave you social proof. And that's very important, guys. Social proof allows us to let our guards down. I don't want to spend my money on a bullshit product. All right, so what I do is you read reviews, you see how many it done sold. When I go on Amazon, I see how many thousands it done sold. The reason I do that is because if I feel like if it's sold that much, it must be good. With good reviews, it must be good. I don't want to buy a bullshit product and I got to find out the hard way. Hell fucking no. I use social status to screen out bullshit products. All right, guys? So that's how that works, guys. So it don't just work for women. But the reason why it's so important for women, it saves them a lot of trouble. Because I had a girl back in the day when Facebook was real popular. I had a Facebook page, and girls, I haven't had a Facebook page in a while now. But when I was on there, you used to write on the wall, "Good morning," tell people. I used to have so many girls writing on my wall, "Good morning," "Hey," have a good day. And I used to write on their walls too. And I had girls tell me, "How the fuck do you know all these girls?" And something. You must either got a big dick or a lot of money. And that's how it happened, guys. That's how they saw a couple of girls writing on my wall, so everybody want to write on my wall. All right, guys, that's just the way it is. Monkeys.
Okay, so I know you said that you personally don't go with this video, as in like you really, really value pre-selection. But do you see that as a majority in society for your friends and for your circle?
Unfortunately, I would say that he's pretty accurate on how a lot of people think.
Okay. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
But I do think that they're going to come around, only time will tell if it's going to work for them.
Okay. But again, I think the topic of I don't think, but the topic of this video is the attraction. So the initial thing.
Right.
So the initial interest, I would say. Do you think is pre-selection?
Based on the majority, I would say yes.
All right. We're getting somewhere.
See monkey do. All right, the same thing goes for you guys. I'm like that also. All right, that's just the way it is, guys. So pre-selection is always going to be number one. The reason why I don't like, when I talk about attraction and shit like that, the reason I don't bring pre-selection up a lot of the time is because it's going to be such a small percentage of guys that this is going to go towards as far as status and shit. This is for the most popular guy in your school. This is going to be for celebrities. That's why when I talk about attraction, I rarely bring it up. I usually stick to talking about charisma, confidence, and looks and shit like that, opposed to social status and shit like this, because this is gonna be the highest form. And and we're gonna keep it all the way funky, guys. This is the true alpha male. This guy right here, pre-selection. I know the word alpha male has been just like the word great. When you hear people describe a great basketball player, everybody is great. You're not a great basketball player if you average 20 points a game. All right, guys, alpha male is the creme of the creme, the creme of the creme. All right, the top dog. If you put 30 guys in a fucking classroom, 25 of them and they're gonna swear they're an alpha male. And that's just, the word alpha male has been watered down, and it's just not fucking the way it goes, guys. The alpha male is the guy that can go in the club and he goes beyond choosing signals. Girls will come up to him. All right, the girls will not go beyond or choosing. They will come up to him and like, "Hey, why you ain't called me back? Why I ain't never heard from you?" That is, we're gonna talk, and we're gonna keep it all the way funky. That is the real, true alpha male. The alpha male is the guy that women chase. Fuck choosing signals. Fuck choosing signals. All right, Leonardo DiCaprio, and I know y'all love when I bring up his name. The reason I bring up Leonardo DiCaprio so much, guys, because I worked at a club he used to frequent a lot, and I saw women like outside his table, beautiful model women, and we had some that was bartenders in there, and I saw how women, salivate for him. I seen Justin Bieber. He came.
Okay, this brings up a good thought that I just had, or a question. You never been the type to be like a super fan, not even a super fan, but someone that's just like, I want that person's attention?
Years ago, I have to be honest. Mm-hmm. But I think that's why I'm so adamant with what I'm saying now. Okay. Because I learned my lesson.
Okay, got you. Okay.
And I'm trying to spread the word.
So in today, 2020, you don't have no one that you may see or think about that you are very attracted to, but you haven't even met them yet, because based off of maybe their Instagram followers or the amount of people that's already around them and stuff like that. No or yes?
For me personally,
yeah, for you personally.
Okay. No. I've learned my lesson, and I don't think that it is everything. I mean, even just for the initial, like, why waste time?
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my notes.
No, I got you. I'm trying.
He came in there one time. He came in there a couple times, but one time he came in there, and it literally was like 100. We had to stand in front of his table, and try to hold them back. And the thing with me is, before y'all go to talking about I don't give a fuck what the reason is. I don't care if it's because he's rich and famous. I don't care, and it don't matter what the reason is. This is the reason what I'm talking about. Justin Bieber could have said, "Hey, come on, I'm taking all y'all. I'm gonna fuck all y'all night." And they would have went right on with him. That we're gonna be the crust of shit. That is the true alpha male. And if only guys who got that type of power with women are true alpha males. All right, but that's gonna be the extreme level. What we call alpha male now is what I refer to alpha male, because this is gonna be the average guy. Is a guy with an abundance mindset. That's what I call an alpha male now. When I say abundance mindset, I mean as in business and with women. All right, a guy who don't accept working for people, and a guy who don't take no shit off women, but he has no problem attracting women. He just have an abundance mindset. That's what I call alpha male. But if we want to get all the way real with it, those are only the star. If you guys that are in college right now, the guy who...
Okay, so I think he's about to wrap up. What are your thoughts on about like alpha and beta and stuff like that?
I never really heard a whole explanation until today, if I'm being honest.
Okay, got you.
And I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Oh, you don't. Okay, so you in your life you never like use terms like alpha, beta, or this guy is whatever.
Not on a regular basis like that. No.
Okay, got you. Okay.
So I think it's interesting that people are very,
What?
Like they really think about that on a consistent basis.
Yeah, that's what I told you. This is a little different world, All right, let's finish up.
Women are running around trying to get with. Y'all know who that dude is on y'all campus. He might be just the head of a fraternity. It don't fucking matter. Maybe the quarterback of the football team. That is the true alpha male, all right, of the school. That's the real alpha male, all right. But I don't bring that too much in, because that is not the average guy, all right. The average guy is not gonna be that. That's why I don't talk about social status when I talk about attracting that much.
Okay, I get it. So basically what he's saying on that very, very last part is he don't bring that up because it's harder to change that. It's easier to change your confidence. It's easier to change all that. But to wrap up this video, you personally do not agree that pre-selection is for you, but you do agree that in society it is.
I think you have it about right.
Huh?
I know you don't like my answer.
No, whatever your perspective is, your perspective. I'm not trying to change. I just want to get a very clear understanding of it.
Yeah, I mean, in my life, it doesn't hold much value that other people are saying.
Before it did, but not now, not today.
Well, and to add to that, when he talks about, these alpha males getting all these women lined up and all these things because of their status and stuff, to me, he's attracting women that haven't matured yet in what they are looking for.
Okay, so hold on. We about to go into something real quick. So you think that it's an age thing to where, or not necessarily age, but a maturity thing.
Maturity thing, not age.
That the more mature you get, the less pre-selection affects you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do I agree with that, or do I disagree with that? I actually don't know. I haven't done enough dating of older women, so I wouldn't know. But okay, I'm gonna just go and just say okay.
Just trust me.
I'm gonna just trust what you say. But that's very interesting. Okay, and why do you think that is? Before we wrap up.
Why do I think it's a maturity?
Yeah. Why do you
thing?
think? No. Well, yeah. Why do you think it's a maturity thing? Why do you think it changes with maturity?
Because you're just not interested in following what other people are saying. You want to feel it for yourself.
Okay.
Even just initially.
Okay.
Like just because so and so said something like that, when you're at a different maturity level, I think you're gonna think different.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Now, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Melanie Miranda.
All right. And if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you hit the links in the description below. Join the Patreon army. We are killing it. It's your boy Don Jaye. I'm out. Peace.